What am I getting myself into? So, at first I wasn't even going to record anything today because I sound all messed up, as you can tell. I went out recently trying to do some blade tests, and I wasn't prepared for the weather at all. There was a severe storm going on at the coast. It was a lot worse there. And I actually ended up getting hypothermia due to the wind chill. And so my throat is all messed up and I don't feel too good, but I figured, this might actually make it funnier with the way I sound right now. And fun is what this is all gonna be about. Mindless fun. So you may have seen the video I made, the satirical rant about a certain game trailer, which apparently got some people disproportionately offended, shall we say, because apparently they took it seriously and didn't realize that it was just satire and that I was exaggerating my reaction and that I was in fact not criticizing or ridiculing anime fans in general, but was just poking fun at that particular trailer, not even the game itself. But you know how it goes on the internet. Anyway, so one of my subscribers who saw that decided to send me that game. Now, I don't really want to do this to myself, even though, to be fair, the gameplay itself could be good, for all I know. But I also don't want to be that jerk who just goes, nope, screw you, I'm not gonna do that, Get lost with your gift, how dare you. And also, I figured this might be entertaining. So, yeah. Let's do this. I might not emerge from this with my sanity intact, but then again, you could argue that it's never been entirely intact in the first place. Okay. Let's see. Apprehension. It's definitely not a game I would ever have bought myself, that's for sure. So, do we get an intro? Probably. A boob-tro? Yeah. Yes, boobs. Well, they're different. I was gonna say there are different sizes at least. Well, they're all oversized, but to varying degrees at least. The music is badass though, I have to say. I definitely like the music. That's good. Yeah, okay. Although now we get to the generic Japanese vocals. It's just, they sound exactly the same in every anime setting. Whenever there's music, there's always the same generic singing. It sounds like they always use the same person for that. I don't know. But anyway. Okay. Yeah, there's the those pistol things. Yeah, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Of course. Okay, there we have a magical girl thing. Transformation into jiggle boobs and panty shots, of course. Why wouldn't we? Yes, I know that the developers are doing this on purpose, yes, including the torn clothing and everything, yes, this is completely intentional. And yes, I do realize that this is not actually meant just for pubescent boys, horny teenagers and whatnot. Again, exaggeration. I was doing that for, satire and fun and such. Anyway, what do we have? Not many options, it seems. Torn clothing scenes. On or off. Yes, of course. I don't want this. What have you done? What have you done? Oh, philosophy. We're getting deep into this shit. Okay. Bit of Zoroastrianism? Anyone? Oh yeah. We've never heard that before, have we? It's like the background story of about 40% of all anime, I think. Or is it? People who actually watch anime regularly will probably know better. And by the way, yes, I do occasionally watch anime too. I'm not an anime hater, just to make that clear. There's good anime, there's bad anime, there is anime for more mature audiences, there is stuff for, well, actually kids and teenagers and whatnot. So, yeah. Of course I know that. Oh, come on. Yes, and I'm pretty sure the breast enlargement techniques have also been passed down for generations. Or was it selective breeding? I don't even... Gene modification, possibly, as well. Or maybe, you know, when you go through your training as a shinobi there, you just get you earn your silicone just in ranks, you know. Oh, what rank are you? I'm 5 silicone. Yeah, I know, I'm a sarcastic bastard, but hey, this is what I do. Sarcasm and cynicism is my thing. Deal with it. So far, very generic. But I mean, a lot of games have generic settings. Could you please select a school? Please? Okay. So I know nothing about these, right? It's just, okay, that one has a transformer symbol. Yeah, I know that's arrow fletching, most likely. Spider. Snakes? Anchor? Snake anchor? I don't know. She has white hair, I'm just gonna go for that. Whatever. I don't know anything about that, so how the heck am I supposed to make a decision at the start of the game where I don't know anything about the different schools? Okay, somebody is really emo, huh? Okay, sorry, but I'm just gonna skip this. This is just getting too long. I don't have the patience for this. There may be an interesting background story, whatever. I just want to get to the actual gameplay. For better or worse, I suppose. Okay, yeah, very basic tutorial. Oh, those things! Why? Why those things? And why do they draw in, like they... When she stops, they shoot out, then they draw in... Some of you probably don't get why I rant so much about that, but it's just so silly. It is so damn silly. And it's just... Wait, let me see here. Basic action... this is probably very basic, isn't it? Like, move around with the analog stick. And, you know, jump with this button and whatever. But, okay, let's see. The thing is, character design is important to me. And I prefer when I actually like that style and everything, when the characters are, you know, interesting looking or, you know, cool or badass or whatever, you know, anything really. Anything except just boobs. That'd be nice. Okay. I mean, I will learn to ignore it eventually, don't worry. I think. Maybe. Or maybe I will rant about it till the end of time, I don't know. By the way, I also find it really weird that people, you know, some people jump to the conclusion that I'm, like, a prude or somehow, you know, against sex or, you know, erotic content in games or whatever. I don't like boobs. Whatever weird ass things people came up with. No, that's all wrong. All of it. I have absolutely no problem with erotic content in games. I also like boobs, although not like astronomically oversized ones. But, you know, it's just... I rant about this the same way as I rant about oversized weapons. I just, you know, I don't want... I'm not trying to tell developers what they can or cannot do, or what they should do, blah, whatever. It's clearly for fun, you know, as are my rants, by the way. And it's fine, you know, if people want to see that and whatever, okay. But if I want to make fun about it, that should be okay too, shouldn't it? Right? You know, if they have freedom to express themselves and whatnot, then I do too. Okay, dashes. Short dashes. That's short. It's moving quite a distance. What? Oh, damn it. I pressed it too quickly. Aerial rave. I'm assuming it's... Yeah, okay. So basically flying around in the air. Is it? I pressed before I could read, so I have no idea what I'm supposed to do now. Aerial rave. Can I... Ah, there we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is surprisingly hard to pull off, actually. It is there. I just did it. What the hell do you want? What more do you want? Ugh. There. Was that not it? Ah, okay. That should be it. There. Okay. Took me a bit to get it right, but okay. Limit break. I hate special moves that drain health. Okay. Fine. Okay, just a key explosion, basically. Similar to DBZ. Alright. Okay. Alright. Every single movement just sends this boob quakes, or waves of boob quakes all around the place. It's just... Why does it have to be so jelly? I would very much prefer the boob jiggles if they were a bit less over the top, because those seem to be made of some kind of, well, cornstarch liquid. Jello. Jello everywhere. So guard. Right button. Huh. Okay. That's eccentric. Why do I even say that about this game? Is there actually any log on? I don't seem to be able to log on to enemies, which is strange. That's usually... What? Seriously? You miss... How do you miss at this distance? How? Seriously? Come on. Do a thing. No, that was not precise. That was not precise either. There we go. That was precise. This kind of thing I've always struggled with a little bit, like in Dark Souls too. Like getting the perfect timing. There we go. Oh, I see. My mistake was I just tapped the button instead of holding it for a bit. Okay. Aerial recover. Alright. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Fair enough. So, yeah, the fighting mechanic in and of itself might actually be good, to be fair. What? Oh, that logs on to an enemy. The taunt? Huh? Yeah, but it doesn't do anything. Do I have to... Oh, I have to keep holding it. I see. Okay, fine. So she just tanks the hits while taunting. That's kind of nice. Alright. You know what? Now that I'm starting to see that the gameplay in and of itself seems decent, I'm actually getting even more annoyed by the over-the-top style, because this could actually be a game that I could like a lot, you know, if only it was just more appealing. And that's really the thing. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go, magical girl transformation. What? What? Oh no, why? Why? Does she get more powerful from getting naked? Ugh. Oh man, why does this have to happen? And do I have to watch this every single time? No, okay, I can skip this. Alright, good. Okay, so then we do the what? Ah! No. There. This is also very dramatic. She makes the sword longer. Who would have thought? Okay. So... Okay, so I feel like every time I react to stuff like this, I have to immediately explain for everybody who jumps to conclusions. So... Uh-oh, there's the tentacles. Oh wait, it's snakes, hopefully. So, I think it's completely ridiculous, but again, I'm not saying that the developers shouldn't have done this. I'm not saying that anybody who likes this is, you know, a horny teenager or whatever. Okay, calm your tits. Of course I had to say that. That wasn't even intentional, I swear. I swear. It's just that this is not my sense of aesthetics. Get it? This is just not my type of, you know, my preferred type of artistic expression. Let's put it like that. I would very much prefer if they were differently built and not quite as jiggly, and it was basically, I think if a European or American game developer had done this, it wasn't quite as Japanese in this certain particular way, it could very well still have erotic content, which I could appreciate, but this is just, it's too silly to be interesting in that way. You know, so that's really all I'm saying. Man, this video is long already, isn't it? Should I make this a series? Tell me. I should probably leave it at this for right now. And you just tell me if you want to see a series of this. Yeah, I could have put this on my gaming channel, but I figured because I had the reaction video on the main channel, this could also be here. But let me know what you think. Anything goes. You can be free to express your opinion any way you like, as long as you're not being a dick about it. So, you know what that means, hopefully. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is actually not as bad as I would have thought. Weird.